Conor McGregor is in serious talks to buy OnlyFans. No, he's not. You are an idiot. Let's see who wrote this piece. Oh, I don't want to say that on Alexander. He's one of the good guys. All right. So pretend we didn't see who read this piece. Who wrote this piece? Conor McGregor is in serious talks to buy OnlyFans. Now, that doesn't need to bother me. I don't have to care about that at all. It's just truly amazing the headlines that our space will write on Conor. And the psychology behind it is Conor is still a really big draw. If you could get a Conor interview, that would really help you. Now, it's not going to change your life or your career, and you're probably not even going to get paid for it. But for that one day of work, you will get a bounce on social media. That's true. But Conor's never going to give you that interview. I mean, I'm just sharing with you, like, the people that we turn on in this sport are the ones that don't come and give back to the sport. Whether he's given to me or he's given to Ariel or he's given to Akamoto, he's got to give to somebody. And the guys that don't are the ones that then find out there's only 5 voices in the sport and we will heel turn on you. And that is what happened to absolutely everybody in this sport. I mean, you ever figure out why the sport never, outside of Dana White, never talks good about Ronda? It's not because Ronda actually did anything bad. She just didn't come back and give back. She gave her interviews to Ellen and people that aren't part of our sport. So then you have the people that are grinding it out every day, and you're going, you're not going to come and give me time? You're on top of your game and can bring in attention. You're not going to give it to me, and it doesn't have to be the literal me. Again, it can be Ariel. It could be, right? I mean, there's a number of people out there, but it's a small number of people. And so then that's when you get a collective. I mean, you want to hear a compliment on Ronda in this sport? There is one. It's Dana. One. And I don't say that to say something bad about Ronda. I'm just trying to show you a juxtaposition. When Ronda left the sport, she did not give back. She did not come to events. She didn't go back to Ellen's couch to promote a fight for somebody else. She didn't stick around and be a general manager of the women's division. That's all an act. The things that she achieved while she was here, according to Dana, is an act. I don't know why he does that. I've never understood. He talks about how big he talks about this. She does not have a single record. This isn't a promo on Ronda. I'm attempting to prove a point. She doesn't have a single record. LiveGate is a record. It is a record that is overseen by the government who wants their 6% of the kitty. Like, that is a documented number. She ain't got it. She does have one of the lowest pay-per-views of all time. A world championship against Sarah McMahon that even had a supporting cast of Daniel Cormier. Just for example, it was a good card. It was the lowest attended Super Bowl weekend card in history. It had the lowest gate, which you can go and check that right now. They papered the building, which means gave tickets away, which they never do, and still had under 8,000 people inside. I'm telling you, when Dana comes out and says all these great things about Ron, I don't know why. And I'm happy to go along with a story. I'm happy to play along. But a story that we can be backed by numbers, and not only do they not support it, they tell the opposite story. It's an interesting thing. And I bring that as an example because that's exactly what will happen to Conor, at least predictability. Conor does not have goodwill in our space. He hasn't done the favors for the guys that have done the favors for him. He doesn't see it as they were favors. He doesn't see it when a piece gets made about him that would cost anybody else 10 grand, but we'll trade the 10 grand because your numbers are good. Like, he doesn't understand. Those are favors. And nobody does a favor. Nobody. Without expecting one back. And frankly, they have the right. Quid quo pro is how the world runs. So I'm just giving you an example when I bring in Ronda. That would be a perfect example where you will never see anybody complimenting her or her career except for Dana. And if you've ever wondered why, I'm sharing the why with you. because when she was done, she did not give back. She took whatever she could and took that with her on her journey and took it to WWE. She did a great job, by the way. I'm sharing for you why and where a resentment from our industry comes towards her career. It was as simple as that. She did not go back. And she could have given back in a lot of ways. She could have used that rollback. She could have come back on shows. She could have shown up to events, done nothing more. She could get stoned and drunk like all the other fighters that you look up to that sit there and they're tweaking out on camera because it turns out they're stoned. But they're there. They are there. If they show, we got a guy in our industry that is showing up drunk, telling people how great sober life is. Like we'll be very accepting of any one of our own if they just want to come back. So I'm sharing this with you because I tie it in. It's a great tie-in. The Ronda example and what happened is a great thing to look out for Conor and what's going to happen. But right now, not only has that not happened to McGregor, he's in the exact opposite thing where he can say something ever so ridiculous and get a headline. 2 weeks ago, it was to be president of Ireland, which, by the way, that shtick he should have ran with. He got called out on a political question and a positioning question. He nailed it. He absolutely nailed. He was ready. They thought they were going to catch him off guard. He was ready. He told a story. His eyes were more serious and more intense in his desire to save Ireland than it was for any fight we have discussed, possibly in his career. With the only one, possibly, that great rival with Jose Aldo. I mean, Conor nailed it. He did such a good job. But I'm sharing with you the level of silliness that he can get a headline for. And of the level of silliness, we now have OnlyFans. I mean, it's very hard when you come out and say you're going to buy into bare knuckle. It's very hard because you go to bare knuckle, you attend it. It's the sport that you're from. People like you. People know you there. You understand this industry, and you have a team of people around you that understand this industry. Now, it turned out that he was not buying into bare knuckle, but you see where that would be very believable. OnlyFans. I mean, how would you even get a headline saying OnlyFans? And I think the part that confused me about it the most is the lack of understanding of how business and banking works by Alexander, who wrote this. You don't get to be a rich guy and go buy $1 billion company. That's not how it works. You must be a rich guy that is proving that he is continuing to bring in riches so that a bank will loan you more money and know that you can pay them back. You can have $100 million in a bank. You're not getting $1 billion loan. You're not getting $100 million loan. They won't even loan you the money that you have in the bank unless you have an ability to show that you got a machine out there. So the mere fact that Alexander would write this, I like him, by the way. I like him. I wish Alexander wasn't behind this. The mere fact that Alexander would fall for something so stupid. It's not a knock on Conor. Conor's doing what he should be doing. Ronda wasn't wrong to take her ball and go try to make cow elsewhere. Like, she wasn't wrong. I'm just sharing with you, that's how it worked. And Conor's got a massive open door to the MMA media. I'm feeding into it right now. But I could also set up a group thread. Right now. Anthony Smith, Brendan Shaw, Brian Cowan, Theo Vaughn. I mean, I could do it right now. Ariel, Mark Ramonde, Brett Okamoto. I could do it right now in one group thread and end any McGregor headline that you're ever going to see. And believe me, we have teamed up before and we usually use it for good. When we actually, in the talking heads in this space, and Rogan, when we actually get together, we use it for good. We used it, as a matter of fact, most recently to get Belal Muhammad a world title fight. Just for example, we usually use it for good. But when we have somebody that's going off course because they understand reality so poorly that they think Conor is going to buy a porn site, sometimes in life, you got to look in the mirror and you got to understand you're a little bit stupid.